Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Timberborn. It's great to have you back. In this episode, we are going to expand a little bit more onto this area for our beavers to have some housing over here, and then we are going to add some mud pits. I think it's about time that we actually add in the last piece of the puzzle when it comes to the well-being. So for that to happen, we gotta get ourselves a tiny little bridge over here. So let's see, maybe we can unlock one of those as well. I think that's gonna be requiring a 3. How's a 3 over there? No, 3 is a little bit too short, so 4 it is. Yeah, over there. Now, naturally, we just need to clean this up over here as well. So let's just get that removed. Just a little something like that. Here we go. So from there on, what I would like to do is I'm going to actually just drop this by 1. So that would be... Wait, don't we have any problems with bad side over here? No, I don't think we do. Well, let's hope not. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to drop this little piece over here by 1. Just like that. And then we are going to add... Where are they? So we are adding some of these. So it's going to be set out about like so. So we can have a few little things built over here. And then on this side, we'll add some more of the, where is it? So the mud pits are going to be added over here. And then we might add a few other things as well. Obviously, all the time when we do housing, we always add some more. Oh, triple lodge. Yes. So yeah, we add more of the well-being items as well. So first thing we need to do for this is naturally, once again, just divert the bad side. I've decided to do it over here, so just do something like that. That should be more than enough. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, so we're going to get that going. Let's quickly detonate those 2 over there. And then we'll just have to get them on top of that. So first things first, that will be this one right over here. Do that one at 5. Like so, and like so. And then we can do a 6 back here. Naturally, they will need to wait up there. So I just added them ladders over there. And then we are going to create a higher priority on this one. So let's do that and get those going. Something like this should do the trick. And those are there. Now we have more than enough planks, more than enough logs, which is beautiful, absolutely wonderful. I'm quite happy about this being all done now. We're just waiting on the dynamite and them going down there. But at least we still have another day and a half of drought to go, so that is perfectly fine. Gives it a little bit more time to just dry up. So naturally not going to dry up completely, but it would be good to have that done as well. So as you can see, this is going really great. They are making quite a bit of progress over here. Still got quite a few to do, but it is looking absolutely wonderful. They haven't started with this yet. They will get that obviously ASAP as well. Now, I've been looking at this whole little ordeal over here. So just basically over here. I want to make this look good as well and make this green. So what we are going to do over here is, let's see, we have that path over there, so we could actually just go across here. Something like that. How are they going to get there? I think the easiest way is to go down. And ladder. Always go with a trusty ladder. From here, we're going to go all the way through to there, like so. And then we are just going to block this off. So I'm thinking, how about... Nope, just remove those. That's a bit too much. We are going to do it up like so. So we're going to do those, and then we want to have that as well. Which naturally means we can flood that side. I'm not exactly sure how deep this is. It's going to obviously flow over, but I'm just going to check it first. And then obviously we want to have one of these over here as well. Now, as I mentioned in one of the previous episodes, we have the water flooding here, and it's causing some problems down in this direction. So if I could close that up, it would be wonderful. Maybe even close up over here, so we can have that open up. Yeah, let's do that. Righto, with the drought gone, everything's looking quite good now. Got ourselves some water flowing again. Let's just get these dropped down. Now, as you can see, we don't have a great amount of logs at the moment, which is a tiny bit of a problem. Not too great of a problem, but still a problem nonetheless. So what we're going to do over here is we are now going to finally start using this over here. There's quite a bit of logs over here, and they can already get there. Right, so first and foremost, what we're going to need is, I think maybe have to get a little bit further up with the path. Something like that should do the trick. And then I think maybe if we do 3 of them here, let's just get those. And then we are going to go ahead and tell them to cut these trees over here. Let's just take it from there. That's good enough. And yeah, that includes them all. Okay, good. Right, so it took me a few seconds to remember that actually this floods. So I had to go place these up here. I'm pretty sure they can still reach quite a bit, and might miss a few of them, but I mean that's still quite a bit of logs that we can get from that. And yeah, no, that should still do all right. And then back here, things are looking good. Now we're just waiting on this to get done. Oh, that got a bit laggy there for a second. This is still looking pretty good. Nearly there, which means naturally what I can do to get this going is just plan this out. Alrighty, sun is up. So we can place this over there. So that can give 9 inhabitants. Okay, that's great stuff. That's exactly what we need. So obviously I just want to get this nice and level so that we can place, I think it just takes about 2 of them in here. So I don't know. Yeah, so we'll just have to add a nice little decoration back here. Maybe just a little chair for them to sit on, and there we go. Clean this up because that's horrible. There you go. Right, so we already have one of these, so all I have to do here is add this in here, and then we can add some more housing. I would say let's just turn this one around like so. I want this one to go right around above there, over there, and then we'll need one right there as well. So for that, we are going to need some more of these. So I'll just add, I think maybe that should do the trick. Add another big triple lodge over there. Okay, no need for that one then. And then obviously that lines up, so we can just add one more. Which naturally means we'll just add this. All the platforms go around, and then we can just add yeah, something like that. It does affect them slightly at the pace that they are moving around, considering this is still far away. But they do have this right here to go. Okay, well that just goes that way. It's not that bad, to be honest. There's quite a bit of a setup with all of our zip lines. Alright, back to well-being. We are going to do a camp. Okay, we're not going to fit in a camp over there. Campfire's not going to fit. Alright, not a problem. We'll just do the usuals. So that is going to be right over there. And then, oops, no, that's way too big. Can we actually fit a mud? No, we can't fit the mud pit in there. Now that right there is that is what I call disappointing. Okay, this has to be on the ground if I'm not mistaken. Just quickly want to test this. So well-being, a mud pit. Oh no, it works. Okay, perfect. So I'll have one mud pit right over there. Nice, they are done with this. And then we can add a few mud pits over here as well. So I'll just add one here. And maybe one in there as well. So it's a strange little setup, but it will work just fine. We can have a weather vane over here. Let's see. One of these here little fellers over there. There you go. That looks good. So that's a nice little setup for them. Takes 35. It's not really bad, eh? So kind of like that. Okay, and then more decorations. We're just gonna add a beaver statue right around about over there. Righto, on to the last piece that I'm gonna add in here. So we're gonna add the 6 one over there and the 6 one over there. That is good. That gives us a little bit more space, which we can use for a little bit more housing. Then we can do 2 more over there, which is great. That's exactly what we want. And then we just need to obviously get them up there. So I'll do something like so. Pretty sure I don't need that one. So I can take that one away and just add a little ladder over there. Beautiful. That is exactly what we want over there. And now for this to be completed, we only need these few to be done. So I'm just going to up the priority so we can connect those. That's another 800 power to be provided to this whole little colony that we have over here. So that is beautiful. That's exactly what we need. And then let's have a look see. So I am going to add another fountain. Where are we going to add that fountain? I mean, we could add it here, but it's not going to affect many beavers on this, in this little spot over there. So how's about not as bad. I'm thinking right around over here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to level this out. There's water there, so it should work. I'm going to level it out about that space over there. Something like so. I think that should do the trick. What's the size of this? So it takes up, I think that is a 4, 5. Yeah, it's a 5 by 5. Okay, cool. So let's see, it should work around about over there somewhere, I think. We'll see, we'll see. And there you go. So we got that connected up as well. So now in total we have almost 4,000, which is great. We're doing good with the power. I don't think we're going to need much more power than that, but I mean, that is pretty good. I kind of feel like having some extra zip lines in here is not a bad idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a few here. Maybe just one right around about here. So we're going to need, once again, one of these over here. And then, whoops, I was already there. Like so. Now, this one can go... Where can I go with this one? I want it to be heading towards there. Okay, so we're going to have that right here then. That's going to be an interesting one. So let's see. We'll just need to open up a little bit of space. Right over here. So I'll clear that up over there. We don't need that. And then what we're going to do over here is we'll add... It needs to be a... Take up 3 spaces. So for that, I need to go ahead, clean up 3, clean up that one over there as well. So that is about where we're going to have that one. But we'll have to lift it up somehow a little bit. How's about we have the space for it right over here. Pylon can go over there. Will it fit underneath? It will indeed. Will it go the distance? I do not know. Oh, it's just out of reach. Okay. So if I move that a bit closer, it should work. Let's see if that does. It was off by just 1 meter, so I moved the whole damn kit and caboodle back down as well. Let's see. So I'm gonna add this one. Add a connection. There we go. That's exactly what I needed. The reason why I am doing it like so, okay, that is obviously going to work. The reason why I'm doing it like this is because of most of the food is in this area, and they need to obviously come over and collect food. So we're just doing one straight through here, so they can get themselves some munch. Let me just get that set up like so. Beautiful, lovely. Alrighty, so we got it over here. That is looking pretty cool, actually. Kind of like that. Let's just connect that one up to over here. That is going to allow them to go from their new little living space all the way to here without any trouble. Now, I've been thinking about this as well, so they're busy building that now. If you have a look here, we want to open these up again as well. I'm not exactly sure how much of it I want to open up, but I'm going to definitely open up some of that. What I'm going to do is I want to get it about at that height over there. As you can see, it's just flooding this way. So what we're going to do over here is the following. Well, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm going to do. So we're just going to grab a hold of a levee and put down the levee over here at that depth over there, or height. Something. How can I get it past there? Can I? Yes, I can. So that's gonna run over to over there, and then we are going to add a dam wall over here. So that's gonna block it in here. That is possibly going to then allow this over here to become nice and green as well. We just need to clear that up. So if I place this all the way around over here, just bring it around to there, we'll have that going as well. Alrighty, we got ourselves a bad tide coming. Fun times. So these are looking pretty good actually. That is hopefully going to help against the bad tide. It should. Yep. Now this is pretty much done. Right around about over here is almost done. Just that little bit is over there to still go, which makes me real happy. And as you can see, this is already flooding. Oh, that is lovely. I mean, it's already limited down here, so it's going to start pushing up on this side. That is absolutely wonderful. Now, hopefully they can get this done before the bad side, which I believe they will. It's 3 days to go. And let's just have a look here. So this is still going to take a while, which is perfectly fine. I'm not in too much of a hurry for that, but I think it's looking pretty awesome. And so the bad tide begins. We are nearly there. It's just the one. Oh, it's already all the logs are there. They just need to finish building it. And then this one's also pretty much done. It looks good. Now, if you just have a look here, so much green that we have created. Pretty much all the way from up here straight through to this bottom part right now. So that makes me quite happy. We'll have to see how this goes. Oh yes, look at that. Wonderful. Now obviously this is filling up with the bad waters again, but that's fine. It doesn't seem like it's causing any flooding here. I just want to see if there's any flooding that's happening over here. Don't think it does. Well, I hope not. Right around about these here parts. As you can see, it's still going up. Oh, I hope not. Otherwise, I'll have to close this off as well. It seems at the moment that we're safe. It seems at the moment that I was wrong. Yeah, no, okay, so we'll definitely have to close that off as well. Oopsies. Alright, well, not a problemo. We're already kind of over here, so we might as well grab a hold of that. Just remove... Isn't there a quicker way? I'm pretty sure there is. Can I go down here? I can. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so we're going to require the same. Once again, we're going to need ourselves some levees over here. I think maybe let's do a staircase over here this time around, like so, and then just get that built. perfectly good and wonderful. So it's going to flood a little bit. It seems like it's settled down a bit, which is good. We just have that little bit over there. We just want to stop it from doing that in the first place. And so we have the Fountain of Joy, and also that pushed it up to a well-being of max 37. That is absolutely wonderful. I love it. Now we're just waiting on this over here. No, not over here. Is it here? No. This over here. There we go. A little bit confused there for a second. Got turned around. So basically we're going to have two big things done in this episode. It's been a bit of a build up to this part, but we got it all the way to having all of this little power things and all that lovely little fountains and stuff all done. Well, there you have it. It is all done. Basically, took a little while, but it's all done. We are now supplying almost 10,000 power. Ew, there we go. That's much better. Almost 12,000 power. And we pushed our well-being up to 39. That is pretty damn awesome. Let me just see here. I think I forgot to switch these back on there. Now the well-being dropped a tiny little bit because we have one unwell beaver just running around in that absolutely shitty water, but that is perfectly fine. Now in the next episode we are definitely going to finish up all of this. Right over here we're going to get that done. We're going to, oh my dear goodness, look at them planting explosives. Nice. That is what we want. So we want to get that done as well in the next episode. It's going to might be a bit of a longer episode, but that's about it for today. So if you enjoy these videos, feel free to leave a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to the Crunchy Captain to become part of the Crunch community. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, you absolute legends. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.